أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الرحمن علم القرآن خلق الإنسان علمه البيان.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum everyone. Surah ArRahman, Ayah 4. Allamahul bayan. He taught him al-bayan. He taught him to communicate. Allah now highlights a unique human gift, al-bayan, the ability to express and communicate meaning. This ability goes beyond basic sounds. It allows human beings to analyze, imagine, build knowledge, preserve ideas, and reach into the unseen. Allah taught human beings al-bayan. Kalam and bayan both translate as speech in English, but there is a difference between them. Bayan derives from the root ba ya na, which means to separate. From this root comes baina, between, the space between two things. So the bayan means the ability to separate ideas, to separate syllables, to separate paragraphs, chapters, subjects, and books. So bayan is the capacity to organize and articulate learning through separation. For example, if you are going to learn Arabic, then you learn it first by individual letters like alif, ba, ta, right? And then you will learn letters joining into words like kataba, kitab, then words forming phrases, and then phrases will create sentences, and sentences build paragraphs. Let's take the example of tajweed. This is the science of reciting Quran clearly. So in tajweed, when you pronounce a letter, you make sure every letter remains separate from every other letter. Every syllable is separated. You give every syllable its full right. This is bayan. So when Allah says Allamahul bayan, Allah is describing a quality of human beings that no other species can even come close. This is the ultimate skill, a gift from Allah given to human beings. And because of this gift, we can produce literature, we can write about abstract concepts like philosophy, we compose theses on physics, chemistry, engineering, computer, programming, and so on. Every university, every library, every written work is the manifestation of this single gift Allah calls al-bayan. So this ability to speak, this sets human beings apart. We can talk about emotions, we can express ourselves, we can talk about unseen galaxies and universe, we can form words, we can ask questions, we can explain ideas. No other creature on earth can do this the way we can. And because of this ability to speak, this is what makes human beings worthy of being given the Quran. They are capable of receiving revelation because of this bayan. So our ability to speak is a form of revelation. So this final challenge from Allah was that you all human beings can speak, can produce literature, you can study science. Let all of you come together and produce something that can even come close to the Quran. Quran is a book of transformation, and the transformation the Quran brought in history and continues to bring will never be matched with anything else. For example, if you listen to a nasheed or a song, whenever a new song of a popular singer comes, it goes viral. Everybody plays it all the time, everybody listens to it again and again. And after a few weeks, what happens? You don't want to listen to that song. You get tired of it. Now, let's talk about Surah Fatiha. How many people devotedly playing Surah Fatiha, replaying it, reciting it every day across generations, across languages? They never get tired of it. Even people who memorize surahs, they listen to the same surahs, same ayahs many times while memorizing. They do not get tired or bored of it. Can anyone produce something like that? Something which penetrates the heart of humanity in this way? This is Allamahul Bayan. And when Allah says, First, he taught the Quran and then he taught al-Bayan. So, if we respect the Quran because he taught it, then what else should command our higher regard? Speech itself. So, the ability to communicate, to articulate, to express clarity, this deserves respect just as the Quran deserves respect. So we must respect what comes out of our mouths. Speech is a gift from Allah. We should give it respect. We should honor this gift. So lying, backbiting, any foul language, useless speech, pointless arguments, meaningless texting, all of this is a disrespect for the gift of bayan. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala taught us bayan. It's a gift from Allah and we should have respect for it. We should honor this gift. Now, I will share some interpretation of bayan by the early scholars. Al-Razi said, bayan is an indication through which a person, upon falling into doubt, finds a way out of that doubt. Meaning, human beings can get into confusion and they can find a way out into clarity. Alusi said, the enabling of a human being to articulate his own thoughts and to understand the expression of others. In Surah Al-Imran, Ayah 138, Allah says, Haza bayanu linnas. This Quran is a clear statement to all the people. It's clarity to people. In simple words, you can say bayan is clarity in speech. So bayan can be used for speech. It can be used for ability to think, ability to explain, ability to discover, to learn, and it's also used for the word of Allah, for the Quran.